a dimension it's never been.
Yeah, it's gonna be
the greatest thing floating in
I might be out of
2024. Mark
business.
the words. No way. in a whole different realm of business. Oh, once I establish this as a place of truth.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Watch. God's people ain't that few. Yeah. All I did was say, I want to punch it up so it's not offensive to real niggas, and that's how I got in this position.
Lord have mercy. I sure hope I have a Club Shay Shay after this year.
In a jaw-dropping twist that has the entertainment world buzzing, Oprah Winfrey has fired back at comedian Katt Williams after he dropped bombshell accusations in his recent exposé. The drama unfolded when Williams claimed that Oprah had a hand in some seriously shady dealings, even suggesting that she may have ordered a hit on him. Yeah, you heard that right. Now Oprah's finally responding, and let's just say, the queen of media isn't holding back. But did she really go that far, or is this just another case of Katt stirring the pot? Let's dive into the shocking details and see what's really going down between these two stars.
Lies will be exposed, that's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way.
Looks like Katt Williams is really pushing Oprah's buttons now because she's finally breaking her silence, and she's not holding back. Oprah is coming for Katt, calling him out for spreading some seriously wild accusations about her. If you haven't been keeping up, Oprah's been exposing some shady and even illegal stuff, and Katt has been right there stirring the pot. But now it seems Oprah's had enough, and she's ready to clap back at all the allegations he's thrown her way. And let's be real, when it comes to Oprah, you know she doesn't play games. So, did she really order a hit on Katt?
Of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati at our own detriment. When people are against the Illuminati, then they get punched in the face all the time. The press hates them, and nobody likes them.
Over the past couple of weeks, Katt Williams has been on a mission to expose Oprah Winfrey in a major way, accusing her of being a puppet master for the Hollywood elites. According to Katt, Oprah isn't the savior of black artists that she's made herself out to be. Far from it. Instead, he claims she uses her influence to control black talent and push the agendas of those at the top of Hollywood, all while pretending to be their advocate. This all comes after Taraji P. Henson's recent bombshell accusations that Oprah has failed to support black women in the industry, despite her image as a champion for black rights. For years, Oprah has been revered in Hollywood for her philanthropy and work with black artists, so these revelations are especially shocking. But Katt believes the truth is far darker. Oprah has allegedly been manipulating black talent for the elites, turning them into puppets to serve twisted agendas. According to him, Oprah has been doing this for years, and most people were too scared to speak out against her. He even claims Oprah used her show to intentionally sabotage the careers of black artists, setting them up for failure when it suited her, and her masters. Katt isn't the only one calling out Oprah, though. Ludacris also publicly slammed her for using her platform to attack black artists, recounting an experience where Oprah blindsided him during an interview. When he appeared on her show to promote his movie Crash, Oprah shifted the conversation to attack him personally, bringing up his use of the N-word in his music, which had nothing to do with the movie. For many, this seemed like an attempt to make him look bad, especially to the black community, and Ludacris, hurt by the move, didn't hold back in speaking out against Oprah's treatment of him.
That needed to be said. You know, you didn't agree with my music, and even if you don't agree with certain songs I made, say you don't agree with certain songs, don't say you just don't agree with all of my music.
Right.
You'd think Oprah would have apologized to Ludacris after painting such a negative picture of him on her show, but instead, she doubled down. Not only did she cut out parts of the interview where Ludacris responded to her questions, but she also made him look clueless by editing the footage. The craziest part? There was no prior beef between them. It all seemed so random. But according to Katt Williams, this was just a glimpse of what Oprah is capable of when it comes to black artists. Katt also reminded the public about how Oprah went after Michael Jackson's legacy after his death, attempting to tarnish his reputation by making him out to be a villain. This, Katt argues, was especially vile considering how Michael Jackson had helped Oprah's career back in 1993 when he gave her one of the most significant interviews of her career at his Neverland Ranch. For a private person like MJ, letting Oprah into his home was a huge deal. Oprah used that interview to boost her image, claiming she was close friends with Michael, until he passed, that is. After his death, she did a complete 180. focusing on accusations of abuse and interviewing people who had previously retracted their statements against him. But why would Oprah go to such lengths to restart the negative campaign against MJ, especially when the accusers themselves had retracted their claims? Katt found her actions hypocritical, especially considering Oprah's ties to other figures in the industry who've been accused of similar crimes, like Harvey Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein. Katt pointed out that Oprah's supposed crusade to raise awareness about in the industry seemed like a cover-up, given her associations with known offenders. It all raises the question, was Oprah really concerned about the truth? Or was she just using Michael Jackson to further her own agenda after his death?
Let's talk about what's happening with Harvey Weinstein. I know you posted on Facebook already, but you haven't kind of spoken yet publicly about what's going on.
I think that this is, I'm always trying to look for the rainbow in the cloud, whatever is the silver lining. And this is what I do know for sure. When something this major happens, when you have the fallout, 50 women coming forward, that it's a watershed moment.
Katt Williams was so fired up about Oprah that he kept digging up more and more examples to prove his point, showing just how far off the public's perception of her really is. One of the most shocking things he brought up was Oprah's involvement with a man known as John of God, a Brazilian spiritual healer she once praised and invited onto her show. Oprah had publicly hailed him as a miracle worker, someone who could heal the sick and offer profound spiritual guidance. She went all in, telling the world he was a rare gem of a healer that everyone needed to know about.
This is an interview I wasn't sure would ever happen. One of the most famous spiritual healers in the world rarely talks to anyone on camera. John of God agreed to sit down with me under a mango tree on the grounds of the casa.
But fast forward a bit, and it turns out this so-called healer had a dark side. John of God was later accused of horrifying crimes, including human trafficking and child trafficking. Reports claimed that he kept women captive, impregnated them, and even forced them to give birth to babies, which he then sold for organs or to people who wanted children. These accusations were truly disturbing, but instead of taking responsibility or addressing the scandal, Oprah acted like nothing happened. She didn't apologize, she didn't take any accountability, she just swept it all under the rug. Oprah quietly severed ties with him by removing all videos and content related to him from her platform, as if nothing serious had ever occurred.
A group of his patients gathered to watch. John of God speaks only Portuguese, so Heather Cumming helped translate.
Ready, guys? You describe yourself as a spiritual medium. What does that mean, a medium?
Médium, eu sou espiritualista.
As a medium, he's a spiritualist. He believes a great deal in God, and he practices this mission already 55 years.
Katt Williams, however, believes Oprah was able to downplay the entire situation, especially in the United States, because of her powerful friends in the media who helped bury the story. It was as if the scandal never happened. Her reputation remained untarnished. But to Katt, this was just another example of Oprah's true nature, showing how she could act with such indifference towards something as serious as human trafficking, especially when it could make her look bad. But Oprah's contradictions didn't stop there. She's always prided herself on being a major advocate for Black actors and building their careers, yet she's often at the center of controversies that suggest otherwise. One of the most glaring issues came from actress Taraji P. Henson, who exposed Oprah after starring in The Color Purple. Taraji revealed that she was grossly underpaid for her role in the film, a claim that made many people question Oprah's commitment to supporting Black talent in Hollywood. This revelation gave more weight to Katt Williams' accusations, as fans and critics began to wonder how much Oprah really did to help Black artists, especially when it seemed like she was doing the opposite. Instead of trying to resolve things with Taraji, Oprah allegedly responded with threats. Katt Williams claimed that Oprah had even attempted to blacklist Taraji from the industry over the matter, trying to ruin her career for speaking out. Taraji didn't back down, though. She kept the same energy and continued to expose Oprah for who she truly is, unafraid to call out the hypocrisy that Katt had been warning people about for so long. The more Katt talked, the more it became clear that Oprah's public persona of being a champion for Black artists and humanitarian causes wasn't as genuine as it seemed. Whether it was her handling of John of God, her treatment of Taraji, or her shady actions behind the scenes, it became obvious that Oprah wasn't the saint many had believed her to be. The truth, according to Katt, was far darker. Oprah wasn't just pretending to be a friend to Black talent. She was allegedly using her power to manipulate and control them, all while keeping up the image of a benevolent force in Hollywood. There's been some chatter recently about a possible tension between Oprah Winfrey and Taraji P. Henson during the press tour for the new Color Purple movie. It all started when fans noticed a video where the two seemed a little off, with some awkward body language that got people talking. Social media quickly went wild, with fans dissecting every move, every glance, and speculating that there might be some beef brewing between them. The video had everyone wondering if there was more going on behind the scenes than what they were letting on. But both Oprah and Taraji quickly shut down those rumors on social media. Oprah gave Taraji major props for her incredible talent, especially for her role as Shug Avery in the new Color Purple movie. Meanwhile, Taraji made sure to show love to Oprah, praising her for all the support and guidance she's received throughout her career. So, it's clear they've got each other's backs and share a lot of mutual respect. And let's not forget Oprah's massive media empire. She's a true powerhouse in TV, film, and publishing, with a laundry list of accolades to her name, including the Presidential Medal of Freedom. On top of that, Oprah has built a reputation as a philanthropist, constantly using her platform to advocate for social issues and make a positive impact on the world. Let's talk about Taraji P. Henson, born September 11, 1970. She's a major force in Hollywood with a career spanning over 2 decades. Taraji really rose to superstardom with her unforgettable role as Cookie Lyon on the smash hit show Empire. While she may not have Oprah-level influence, Taraji's carved out her own impressive path. She's earned widespread acclaim, including an Academy Award nomination for her role in The Curious Case of Benjamin Button. Beyond her acting skills, Taraji is known for using her voice to advocate for important causes, like closing the pay gap and fighting for better opportunities for Black women in Hollywood. Though Oprah and Taraji may have made their marks on the industry in different ways, both have had an undeniable impact. Despite the rumors circulating, it turns out Oprah and Taraji are actually on great terms. Oprah, the media mogul herself, has been publicly praising Taraji's talent on social media, and as executive producer for the Color Purple movie, she's been supporting Taraji behind the scenes. And Taraji? She's had Oprah's back too. She quickly shut down any rumors of tension between them, emphasizing that their relationship is built on mutual respect and teamwork. So, those rumors? Completely debunked. These two are all about supporting one another. So, why is everyone making a big deal about Oprah and Taraji possibly not seeing eye to eye? Well, some people think it might have to do with concerns that financial issues could overshadow the movie. With huge names like Steven Spielberg, Quincy Jones, and Oprah herself producing, they probably want the focus to stay on the film, not on any behind-the-scenes money drama. Here's something interesting, though. Despite Oprah being insanely wealthy, she totally understands where Black actors are coming from when it comes to financial struggles in Hollywood. In a December 19th chat with her bestie Gayle King on Oprah Daily, Oprah revealed that she only got $35,000 for her role in the original The Color Purple movie. And get this, she said she would have done it for free. It's clear that Oprah gets the struggle and has always been about supporting her fellow actors in the industry. That's how you know you really love something, when you would do it even if nobody was paying, Oprah said during the interview. Based on social media chatter, it seems Oprah may already know that the Color Purple musical stars like Fantasia Barrino, Danielle Brooks, and Taraji haven't been paid enough, and they're powering through for the love of the project. The buzz on social media and the conversation about pay disparities likely sparked discussions within the media world. Taraji's team, or the PR machine behind The Color Purple, probably took notice of the growing narrative and urged her to speak out on the matter. As a result, she addressed the issue publicly, making it clear where she stood.
Notice how Oprah treats everybody during this press conference. Taraji is first, right? Now look at her eyes. She looks down when she's talking about the movie. She wasn't excited about it. Now,
posting a photo to Instagram from that day on top of the Empire State Building, Taraji punctuated a statement with lots of purple hearts. It is so important for Black women and all women of color to support each other. It is also imperative to have women of color in decision-making positions across all industries. Thank you for responding to my message with the compassion, understanding, and support that I've received. With that being said, Miss Oprah has been nothing less than a steady and solid beacon of light to all of the cast of The Color Purple. She has provided encouragement, guidance, unwavering support to us all. She told me personally to reach out to her for anything I needed, and I did. It took one call, one conversation, and one decision-making Black woman to make me feel head. Thank you, Miss at Oprah, for all that you do. Even with all the explanations and interviews, it seems like Black Twitter and basically anyone keeping an eye on those press clips still has a feeling that something's not quite right. One of them wrote, "Please do not come for Taraji. This lady has done nothing but be phenomenal towards us, and her career meaning passionate, overcoming obstacles, loving what she does, and carrying herself with class and grace while doing it all. Give this lady what she deserves." In 2007, inspired by Nelson Mandela, Oprah Winfrey opened the Leadership Academy for Girls, a boarding school in South Africa. Despite pushback from the South African government, which questioned the high costs in a region with pressing needs, the school went ahead with some undeniably lavish facilities, salons, a gem room, and more, which definitely caught people's attention. While the Academy has faced a few scandals over the years, the more extreme conspiracy theories, like the ones alleging human trafficking, HT, remain unfounded and lack any solid proof.
Look up, man.
Oprah actually handpicked the 152 students who attended her school, but it wasn't long until some of these students were being harmed by one of the employees of the school. Her name is Virginia, and she was 27 years old at the time, and she was charged with behaving inappropriately with at least 6 students aged 13 to 15. These students were handpicked by Oprah to go and live at this academy, and one of these employees who is managing the dorm is physically touching them and doing things that shouldn't be told loudly and even harming them. The Times, a Johannesburg newspaper, wrote in an editorial, "The A scandal that has rocked Oprah Winfrey's South African School for Girls does not reflect badly on the famous talk show host. It reflects badly on this nation, and it should not be surprising that it manifested itself in Oprah's school. Oprah should not be condemned for allegations made against this matron. She should be praised for her decision to aggressively deal with it." This incident cast a harsh light on South Africa's ongoing struggle with safety in educational settings, as issues of students being harmed by school staff were already a sensitive topic in the country. Oprah faced backlash for unknowingly putting the students at risk by hiring Virginia, someone who betrayed the values of the academy and the trust of its students. As soon as the story broke, Oprah took decisive action. She immediately flew to South Africa with a team of investigators to thoroughly examine the situation, determined to uncover the full extent of what had transpired and ensure that accountability and corrective steps followed swiftly.
6 students of the 152 accepted students by Oprah to attend the institution, laying accusations on the dorm matron Virginia Tinley Mech.
It was a good move on Oprah's part to personally go to South Africa and investigate the troubling situation at her school, given that her name was front and center in the scandal. However, despite the serious allegations, Virginia was ultimately cleared of all charges. Adding insult to injury, Virginia later tried to sue Oprah for defamation, claiming harm to her reputation. A surprising twist, considering she'd been found innocent. But this was just one controversy in a series that seemed to haunt the Academy from its early days. Then, less than 2 years later, another disturbing incident rocked the school. This time, it involved a group of students engaging in physical altercations. Reports revealed that a 15-year-old student was pressuring victims to stay silent and avoid telling their parents or cooperating with investigators. Ultimately, 7 students were suspended for actions that included intimidation and other inappropriate behavior. In a letter to the parents of one suspended student, the school reportedly described her as found guilty of physical contact of a nature with another pupil on campus, C, bullying other girls on campus, and being dishonest by not telling investigators the whole truth. People were baffled that despite Oprah's direct involvement and her efforts to address the issues during her visit just a year earlier, serious incidents continued to surface. The fact that a 15-year-old could coerce others into silence and influence their testimonies raised questions about the school's oversight. How was such a young student able to exert this level of pressure, and why weren't more effective safeguards in place to protect these vulnerable young women? That's it for today. See you in the next video. Until then, goodbye!